welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to just go on a little bit of a monologue here in the car and explain a little bit about why I came over to YouTube. I have been wanting to make a YouTube channel for a long time talking about film photography topics, but I just never did. I never had the courage. I just thought, I watched all these creators do these like fancy cuts and you know, just really great editing and have all this equipment and stuff. And that really isn't my style. One of the main reasons I wanted to come over from, like Instagram and Facebook and all that is I didn't like that. We adulterate everything. So, Instagram used to be just posting pictures with a fun caption, and now it's like hashtag posting strategy, copywriting, create reels, and it just feels like being a little hamster on a wheel, constantly being asked to entertain. And it never was really my thing before that, before it got bloated and became this sort of monster that it is. But it feels like it's necessary, right? When you have a business, you have to have social media platforms and you have to be available all the time. And the reason I came over to YouTube is I've been doing a lot of reading on it, and the content on YouTube has such a longer lifespan, and YouTube is almost like its own little search engine. So we've all done that thing where you're like, I need to YouTube how to replace the U joint in my sink, right? And you type that out into the YouTube search box, and up comes a video from like 10 years ago with 200,000 plays, and it's like 3 minutes long, and you watch it and it has all the information you need. Bada bing, bada boom, you're on your way to replacing that U joint under your sink. And it was great, right? You loved it. It had everything you needed. And that's kind of how I foresee my channel going, is I'm not going to be doing a bunch of fancy cuts every 8 seconds to keep your attention span like all the professional creators tell you to do. In fact, I think what spurred this is last night there was a guy on Reddit, and he said, if you do uncut videos, you're not going to be successful on YouTube. And not everyone likes that feeling of like jumping around during the video. I just want to watch what the person has to say. And maybe it's because I'm older. I'm not like 23 years old and have only ever experienced social media. So I wanted to connect more long-term with people who are interested in film photography. Excuse me. So, if you pull up a video and you're looking for how to do a double exposure on a Pentax 645N, I did a video on that. It's maybe 3 minutes long because I didn't add in a bunch of fluff on like, the history of the Pentax 645N, so that my video could be 10 minutes and I could get longer watch time. That's not what I'm here for. So if that's what you're here for, with fancy edits and fancy cuts, and you want a production, that's great. But that's not what this is going to be. I did buy a little clip-on mic though, because from all my research, they said that, people can tolerate bad video versus bad audio. And I think that's fair. I'm not just like not putting effort into this. It's just not my style to be doing all those transitions just to keep your attention span. In fact, that's why I'm going over to this platform of YouTube where it's long form content, and, it's not Instagram where it's like the fast fashion of content is disposable. You scroll and 2 seconds later, we've forgotten about it. We all do it. I try not to, but we all do. So I want to connect with people, in a more long-term way than just a bunch of Instagram followers who now don't even see your content, because Instagram, you have all these algorithms and this and that, and it's just too much. It's just too much. And it's sensory overload. we're not meant to consume that much content all the time. But you know what? YouTube is great because you can subscribe to your favorite channels, bookmark them, and come when you're like, I want to watch some stuff, I'm feeling like I want to absorb some content and some information. You can go there and, watch at your leisure. It's not, you don't have to be like, oh, if I don't follow their Instagram, I'm going to miss out. Like, no, this content is here and it's here for a long time. So that is, I guess, my purpose of being here in this space and, sharing content with you guys. For example, my last video was about, what was it? Film case. I couldn't think of the word. A film case that you can see, a real person using and holding, and it's not some fancy production review video. Or I posted how to shoot, expired film. Like, I just want to post things that are in this world and might help you. And, I want to share pictures that, again, aren't just going to be disposed by the algorithm in a day. So that is my purpose for being here. If you feel the same way, let me know. Or if you have another small film channel, post it below so we can all, learn from each other and be inspired. Okay, I think that's it. So for that Reddit guy who said no uncut videos, here we go. Uncut, one take. A little bit of a ramble, a little bit of a rant, but that's who I'm going to be on here, okay?